is not our home. Africa is not our home.
Because
the Indians were you. The Indians were you. The Indians were you.
welcome to the Aboriginal channel. On this episode, we're going to be debunking the 1811 slave revolt in Louisiana. From January 8th to the 10th in 1811, the largest slave revolt in the U.S. South erupted on the German coast of Louisiana. About 500 slaves of St. Charles and St. John the Baptist parishes rose up and walked downstream towards New Orleans. They killed 2 white men and did considerable damage in the plantations they crossed. This little spot right here is St. Charles, and the other one is St. John the Baptist parishes right here, which I'm showing you on a highlighted version of the Acadiana area of Louisiana. So this whole highlighted in green area is Acadiana. Here I found an old newspaper article titled "The Man Eating Attakapas, Acadiana's First Settlers." It starts off by saying there were wild Indians still in Acadiana a lot later than you might think. It says, although most historians agree that the name Attakapas is Choctaw in origin and means man-eater, there are other theories. Louis de Milford, a French soldier of fortune who traveled widely among the Indians of the Southeast, visited the Attakapas territory in 1784. He said a chief named Joseph told him the name was Spanish in origin and that the tribe was so named because the Indians would roast but not eat captured Spaniards alive to avenge the torture of Attakapas' ancestors in Mexico. On a side note, another tribe with ancestral from Mexico. He goes on to say, in reference to the man-eating, that Dr. J.O. Dreyer, in a pamphlet written for the Howard Memorial Library at Tulane, translates Attakapas to mean in the mouth of the daughter of the chief who throws. He says that when the Attakapas captured or killed a particular brave enemy, certain parts of the brave enemy flesh were cut off, fried, and smoked. This smoked flesh was taken back to the village, where all the pregnant women were lined up. The chief would place a piece of the flesh into each one's mouth, expressing hope that the unborn child would have the bravery, strength, or speed of the honored enemy. There is a tradition that before the coming of the white man, the Attakapas nation had become more and more aggressive until the neighboring Choctaws, Alabamans, and Appaloosas formed a league to resist them, and bloody war began. So here, expressed in this old newspaper, is another tribe called Appaloosas in Louisiana. Yet we don't see it here on this map where it says Attakapas, Caddo, and Natchez. Then when you look over at another map online, these are the tribes it represents in Louisiana, and Appaloosas is not there. So for some particular reason, the Appaloosas tribe has been written out of history pretty much when it comes to these maps. According to tradition, the Attakapas were almost annihilated in a great battle fought on the hills 3 miles west of St. Martinville. Now this is a map of Civil War battles, and I point out the fact that the Attakapas, which territory went way over here into Texas, were not fighting in their territorial land here in South Louisiana because they had beef with the Ockapaloosas and the Choctaws, which were in this area of Louisiana. This is St. Martinville, where the battles on the hills between the Attakapas, Ockapaloosas, and Choctaws took place. So from that, and the fact that Appaloosa, the town of Appaloosa, is here in this parish. They fought the Attakapas down here in these parishes, and then they were here walking over to New Orleans. So therefore, I believe the Appaloosas tribe's territory was right in here, alongside the Chickamauga, the Plaque Mines culture, and the Choctaws up here. So we go over to the parish information, and it says Appaloosas Parish was created sometime before 1810 and later dissolved. If you go over back to the 1811 so-called slave revolt, it happened in January. That so-called slave revolt of 500 so-called slaves in St. Charles and St. John the Baptist parishes rose up for Indians of Appaloosa's tribe. So due to them standing up, their parish and their tribe and everything was basically written out of history and later dissolved through the history books, which has all been a lie. So therefore, if it's a lie, then what's the truth? If it's a lie, then what's the truth?